Hallo, is mis Andreas Wolf agus sé fearneach video a hanam ag BBC ALBA an seo an a Gael Grianach. Hello, my name is Andreas Wolf and I'm a video journalist with BBC ALBA here in sunny Argyll. I started in this job in 2008, so almost 14 years ago. I'm going to have a wee look at the questions that I've been sent. Subjects in school? Well, I'm from Berlin in Germany. And really none of the subjects in school fed into this job I'm doing at the moment. But at the age of 29, I decided to do a BA honours course at Solmarostig on the Isle of Skye in the Gaelic language and culture. And I did this because I've always loved coming to Scotland on holidays, and I'm a bit of a language junkie. So I really like learning languages. I very much enjoyed the course. At the end of it, I did what they call An Cursa TV, the TV course, a diploma in the Gaelic media. And at the end of that, I got this job at BBC ALBA, the Gaelic TV channel that just about started at that point. So, yes, I did want to do this job because it's so versatile. Every day I would go out and speak to people about what's happening in the communities here in the West Highlands and further afield around Scotland, and sometimes even in Europe. I've just come back from a trip to Lapland in Sweden, where we filmed with the indigenous Sami people there, and we also filmed their reindeer. So it's a very versatile job. I have to do the journalism, I have to do the camera work and the editing. So I would go out, speak to people, then come back with the video material that I filmed, both interviews and the action on the ground, and I would feed the video into my laptop and then edit, be it in the office, at home, or in a hotel, depending on where the story is. That means a typical day at work doesn't really exist, but if there was such a thing, that's, I think, what I've just described. The most important skill, I guess, there are many skills needed in this job, but the most important skill is probably Gaelic. I wouldn't have got this job if I didn't speak Gaelic. The most challenging thing can be that sometimes it's really very much time dependent. So, for example, if a story happens mid-afternoon and they want me on the radio to talk about it, maybe both in Gaelic and in English. At the same time, they will be wanting a package, so that's a little film for the TV news. They'll be wanting stuff on social media. So you can be right up against it, but there are ways to prepare for this. Over time, I've got used to making sure that I do deliver these things on time and to make it a little less stressful. Do I have a plan B? Well, I guess the plan B would be to go back to Berlin and be a freelance journalist. I think for the plan B, it helps to have worked across so many different media: radio, television, social media, as well as I've also in the past written a newspaper column. And I think that's really what you need to do today, to be versatile across different media outlets, as well as having a speciality, in my case, Gaelic. I would never have got this job had it not been for my studies in the Gaelic language. So I could also, I suppose, teach English or other languages in Berlin. So that's kind of my plan B. If I could tell my younger self anything, what would it be? I guess it would be to do this job straight away after school. Unfortunately, I waited till I was 33 to start in this job, and I wished I had done it straight after school. But then again, if you're older, you're always wiser. What advice do you have for people who want to do what you do? I think if I could go back, what I would do is, even while I'm at school, I would try and speak to local newspapers and see if they need any help. I would speak to community radio stations and see if they need any help. Maybe they would offer me a show a few months or years down the line. And last not least, the BBC have placements. It's quite a formal process now, so you need to apply for placements when they become available, but why not apply for one of them? So that's, I guess, the advice I would have for anyone who would like to do this job. It's a very rewarding job because it is so versatile. It can be hard-hitting, and at the same time it can be very creative. And the BBC is obviously the biggest and most well-respected news organization in the world, so it's not a bad employer. If you speak Gaelic, your chances of getting in are definitely much bigger because the competition isn't so big. So learning Gaelic and showing an interest in the media as early on as you can, I think, are the best ways to get in. Thank you very much for listening, mór an taing, and good luck. Cheery and Rasta.